our project day is a day where we showcase all our capstone projects. Our capstone project is where our students actually, implement all that they have learned, especially the undergraduate. After spending 3 years, all the knowledge that they have learned in electrical and electronics engineering, they implement it on the capstone. And when they are showcasing this capstone, these are like prototypes, some of them, they are artifacts. So when the industry comes and see what the students have done, they will be able to relate with that. And when the students go out there, then that's synergy and collaboration will be able to kickstart. So that is why we organize projects there, and we invite all the external industry to come and showcase with that. Not only that, we also use them also to check this project that our students have done. It is not just only the academic who is putting, score into it and say this project is have met the GAs or the graduate attribute, but external industry will also come and see and also help us. And that's why we call them adjudicators, some of them, to help us score our students in the ranking of the different categories of the projects.
I believe that the final year, the importance of the practical side of your engineering is very, very important, because you're now taking your theory and you're putting it into practice, because that's what you're going to do when you leave university anyway. It's not it's all very well just having your theory, but it's very important to have an understanding of the practical side of it, because that's exactly what engineering is all about. Engineering, often people just get a lot of theory, but they don't really have much practical experience. And when you do the practical side, that's actually where you really start to learn it. What I find quite impressive from the student side, and I did adjudication with the students last year, is the amount of initiative that they're putting into their projects. Some of the students, unfortunately, their projects, the actual projects weren't working, so it's very hard to assess a project that's not working. So I think it's very important from the student's point of view to make sure that their products actually work if you want someone to adjudicate them. But the amount of work, the amount of ideas that they've put into their projects, I think is actually quite it's very good. I was very impressed with some of the projects I saw last year.
So this is a renewable energy project which focuses on floating solar panels. So as we know, with the current problem of energy deficiency in South Africa, we know that the country is currently looking at diversifying the energy mix, and floating solar panels have emerged now as the current solar energy option that they're looking at. So basically the project focuses on how humidity affects the output power of floating solar panels. And based on the findings that I got that there is a bit of a decrease in output power due to the higher levels of humidity in floating solar panels. It means a lot because these people, first of all, they're experienced. They're able to guide you into looking at other projects that are currently needed in terms of sustainability and engineering. So it's quite an opportunity to have professionals to guide us and rate our projects.
This is a stepping stone for industry. We got talented young people here doing different designs. That's going to make life easier for us in the industry to be able to bring in different type of products, be able to give better product service to our customers. So yeah, that's a good platform. The project must firstly look attractive so people can be drawn towards it, and then it must offer solutions. It must be able to do something that we're currently doing faster and more efficiently. And I guess those will be the winning aspects of any project.
The most important thing that adds value to us is meeting other guys in the electric and electronic industry to see what the students is building. It's for us amazing to see these young people, what they do, what they learned here, what they build. Their project is amazing. For us to meet people in the industry, to meet the lecturers of the university, to meet the students, and just get our name out there. That's the important part.
So innovation, creativity, and you can see just the willingness to learn and to fail and eventually succeed at the end of the day. I've seen quite a last few projects where the guys mentioned that they tested and just keep on testing until they succeed with a fail rate of, let's say, less than 0.4, 0.5%, which is quite great to see. The work that I've seen here comparing to the industry standards is quite high. I have to say I'm very impressed with the level of projects that have been displayed today. Some of the guys can see they really try to be innovative and to a point. And yeah, so I have to say, quite impressed.
The sponsors actually, they help us. We collaborate with some of them. I will mention some of them like CBI, Swine Electric, Huawei, and all of that. We collaborate with them. They support us in sponsoring some of the projects that you see here today. They sponsor the project. Not only that, the prize that all the winners in different categories, as I mentioned, that have won, all these prizes were being donated by this industry. So we are saying a warm thank you to them, and we look forward in strengthening our collaboration with them so that we will be able to have that synergy so that we can work with the industry to realize where knowledge and practical implementation meet to solve the problem in society and actually make a strong impact in terms of engineering.
So my project is an IoT-based solar monitoring system with AI forecasting. So what it does, it predicts the future energy consumption using weather inputs such as temperature, humidity, and cloud cover. So what this project does, it saves renewable energy into industries, therefore contributing into more profit for other businesses. And what it also does, this project also has a load control system. You see, that like automatically shuts off if the battery is too low, also to save on energy. It's really exciting because I've been waiting for this moment ever since I got into this course. Like I've always wanted to showcase my experience and prove to them what I can do. So today's finally the day that I can do that, and I am so proud to be here, and I'm honored to be in front of all these educated people, and I also wish to be like them one day and continue on to my studies.
So the name of my project is AutoSTEM Secure. It's a mobile-based certification system. So this is a certification system whereby it works by the police station. You no longer bring your papers like your document, you bring them digitally. So we're not doing things manually now since things are evolving. So this is my app. So what problem does it solve? Instead of us having long queues, us wanting to certify, we're using this app, and which is fast and makes things easier. So you can also access it on the phone. So we log in, and then you choose a document you want to certify. Here, you open. We prepare the SH256 code, and then we certify it. This part is the one that's gonna appear on your document when it's certified. It's gonna show the name of your document, the name of the officer, the police station, the time, and the date. And then this code, it's unique for every certification.
So I was inspired to choose this project because I was part of an EV conversion from this institution. There was a group of students who were selected to be a part of an EV conversion, whereby we had to build different systems for us. At the end, all the systems were supposed to be combined together to form one thing, as in to form an EV vehicle, because there are others that are building chargers, others are building central processors for the cars to move, and others were supposed to be designing and wiring the cars. So my part in this was to build a wireless charger. If it's a wireless charger, it means that it has high efficiency and it has thermal safety. Thermal safety in effect that there's no connection in between there, as you can see. So if this is a transformer, this is a transmitter coil, this is a receiver coil, which means that the power is transferred from this side to this side without them touching, and hence it reduces connection problems, and therefore components will stay longer.
So I think what makes the event valuable for industry partners is that it gives the students a chance to understand what products or what electronic products are available in the market, and what they're going to be exposed to when they actually enter into the real world out of the lecture halls and the the varsity tables. So I think what's important to understand is when you walk around the tables over here, you see a lot of what they've learnt during lectures or at university applied to their projects. But I think what's important for them to understand is that when they get into the working world or when they enter into a company, that they have to start engineering what they learn at the varsities. I think that's very important to understand, to actually engineer rather than just take your piece of paper into work, because they must apply what they've learned here at the university. I think a lot of the students over here have obviously put a lot of time and effort and years into their studies, and there's a lot of unique presentations at a show day like this, and we need to innovate, especially in the Industry 4.0 world that we're living in today. And it's important with these guys that have now poured all their funds into studying that a company comes forward to invest in their products or their innovations so that we can better the market out there or the world out there.
The impact of this event, what we call the Project Day, is that when they are engaging in this project, remember this project is not just start on one day. It started from, from second year until they've graduated from the third year. So when they finish with this project, they are able to really actually do a hands-on on the project. And not only that, they learn the skill of presentation, ability to be able to go out there and present what you have done, the communication and the presentation, and also the professionalism. So not only that, industry will be able to see all the project that this student has done. Any project that speaks to a specific industry, that student automatically will be able to be invited by those industry. Either they take him as an intern or they will employ him to be able to work with them, because they see from the project what he has done is speaking to the needs in the industry. The message I would like to speak to the students after completing their final year project is that they must go out there and be a good ambassador, because when they come here, we have taught them the fundamentals of electrical electronics engineering. We have taught them how to build up a project to where it is today, where we call the project day, where they showcase their capstone project in prototype and in artifact and in simulations. So we will encourage them so that they can go out there and be a good ambassador to the department and in overall ambassador to the University of Johannesburg, so that they will be able to implement that which they have learned from us.